Hi and welcome back to Garden Ninja. Today's video guide is going to take you on a spin around the colour wheel, helping you identify which colours will work best in your garden depending on how you want the garden to feel. So let's jump straight in. Now the colour wheel is really useful in design because it shows the relationships of colours against each other, whether that's primary, secondary or tertiary colours, and allows you to make better decisions when planning your plants and borders. If you've not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit the red button to subscribe today. Also click the bell for notifications. We'll have access to hundreds of garden design hints, tips and hacks from me, the Garden Ninja. And best of all, it's free. Now the first colour grouping we're going to talk about are monochromatic colours, and these are colours that take one segment of the colour wheel and then you work up and down the different tones. So this whole border is made up of one colour, purple, and then we choose different tones to bring a really calm atmosphere. Now monochromatic planting schemes bring ultimate calm to a garden. They're really soft and subtle, and if you're concerned about how to marry up colours, monochromatic is a good way to do it, because you simply pick your favourite colour and then you work with it throughout the garden. The only drawback is sometimes they can look a little bit flat, especially if you go too far with the one tone of colour. Now the second group of colours are known as analogous colours. They're the colours that sit next to each other on the colour wheel. So if you imagine taking the colour blue, you would have colours like purple and indigo that sit next to blue. And by using these three colours, or the triad of colours, it means that the garden feels really calm and quite subtle, well put together. And then the final colour group are the contrasting colours. And this is where you take one colour off the colour wheel, say orange, like the border behind me, and then you jump across the colour wheel. So you leap across to the next colour, which for orange and yellow would either be purple and blue. And then suddenly you get this dynamic contrast where each colour looks more vibrant when put next to each other than when they're on their own. And this is a really bold choice. So if you want a garden full of fire and passion and drama, then contrasting colours by jumping across the colour wheel are the way to achieve that. However, the drawback is, if you do it too much, the garden can feel incredibly frantic, very busy and full on. Now with dynamic contrast, I tend to use it with caution. I use it sparingly around the garden to pull focus. If I want to take a guest's attention to another part of the garden, I use contrast. If I want them to stop and relax, I might use monochromatic or analogous colours. Now there's one other colour or tone in the garden that is often overlooked, and that's the colour white. Now white is a really useful colour. If you use it on its own, monochromatic style, the whole garden feels light and airy. But you can use white to help tone down and pull the colour out of other tones within the colour wheel. So if you plant white next to, say, really vibrant purple, it tends to pastelise it and tone it down. So if you've got a garden that's a bit too bright, adding pops of white can really help. However, if you go overboard with the white, what you will find is that it washes out other colours. We need to use it sparingly, so use white where you need a pop of brightness. If you use it and drift it throughout the garden, what you may find is that it pastelises the other colours, which may be your intention, but just make sure that you're doing things with purpose. Have you got gardening questions that you need answers for? Well, why not head over to the Garden Ninja forum on my blog, where you can ask me anything about gardens, plants and garden design. There's a whole army of other garden ninjas there that can help provide answers to your questions. It's a really great way to meet the other ninjas, so head over there now. So there we go, you now understand the colour wheel and how it's going to impact your choices in the garden. If you've liked this video, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and other social media platforms. Make sure you check out the rest of my videos to help make your gardens awesome. I've been Lee Burkill, the Garden Ninja. Bye for now.